Hey everybody, I'm Richard Krause and welcome to It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Today I'll teach you how to make a drink sorta kinda like a the unofficial drink of Bermuda and the global boating and sailing community, but for legal reasons I have to call it by an alias, the Safe Haven. Why the subterfuge, you ask? Well, it actually goes back for generations. By 1860, the wine and spirits merchants, the Goslings, had created a dark rum, a delicious dark rum that they sold from barrels. You brought your own bottle, topped it up, and took it home. Then, after the First World War, they sold it in recycled champagne bottles that they found at a British officers' mess. The corks were sealed with black sealing wax, which gave it the name Black Seal. Later, at a ginger beer factory run by the Royal Naval Officers Club, sailors discovered that a shot or two of Gosling's Black Seal rum gave the ginger beer an added kick, and boom, a new drink was discovered. Now, the name we're not using today, was coined by a sailor who thought the drink was the color of a cloud that only a fool or a dead man would sail under. But of course, we're not making that drink today. We're making a Safe Haven. And in keeping with my usual KISS theory of making drinks, the Safe Haven couldn't be any easier. It's just 3 ingredients. You need some dark spiced rum, some premium ginger beer, and a dash or 2 of Angostura bitters. And then the thing that makes our Safe Haven different from the drink that shall not be named, a squeeze of lime. So the list of ingredients, as I told you, couldn't be any simpler. Remember, it's the KISS theory about making cocktails. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what we're doing here. I'm using Kraken rum, not because I don't like Gosling's rum, but, well, frankly, because I don't have any. This happened to be on the bar cart. It comes in a cool bottle, and that's what we're using today. Also, at this stage of these videos, you know that I always have to choose the right glass to put the cocktail in. Now, I could have gone with something formal, like this, or maybe even something a little kind of funky, like this. But I think actually the perfect glass for this is this, right here. It's a Trader Vic's Seahorse Tiki mug. It has a nautical theme, it's pretty cool, and it's big enough to contain the power of my Safe Haven. Okay, now that we have everything, the glass, the booze, the whole thing, there are a couple of ways that you can build the drink. One involves muddling the lime, taking one of these things and you crush it up, you put it in the bottom of the glass, you fill the glass up with crushed ice, and then you pour in the ingredients from there. That sounds like a lot of work. I'm thirsty right now. I don't have time to be doing all that stuff. I prefer this method. You take a little bit of ice, and I like a big cube, but because this doesn't have a big mouth on it, I've got a smaller cube. You put a piece of ice in, then you take your ginger beer, and this is where it gets unorthodox. You take your ginger beer, part of your mix, you open that up, and you pour some of that in first. And you give a good couple of ounces of that, and then you throw in some rum. And again, I'm using the Kraken rum because I don't have any of the Gosling's rum, which is traditional in this. But we're going to throw in, you know, a couple of ounces of that. There we go. Maybe another piece of ice is probably wise at this point. And then more ginger beer. In this way, if you were making it in a glass that was see-through, you'd be able to kind of almost see the layers, and it would look like there was a cloud, a dark and stormy kind of cloud in the middle of the drink, which gives the drink its name. Now, a bit of lime, and again, when you're cutting the lime, take the ends off the lime. It's just a nicer way to present it, and it just makes it so much easier to squeeze. So you squeeze that in, and a dash or 2 of Angostura bitters. That'll just add a little oomph to it. And because we've been floating some things on the topper, I just want to take a fancy dancy bar spoon, give it a little twirl, and say cheers. Oh, that's delicious. Well, cheers again, everybody. It's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere. Enjoy the drink.